Welcome back to the channel. I told y'all right behind each other, baby. Right behind. I cut it off and turned it back on. Okay, we finna talk about it. Loving you is wrong. I don't have a season or the damn. I don't know y'all right now. You give me. I'm gonna have to. It'll be in the in the description box below. I'll tell you what season and what episode this is. But it's called The Debt. And we start this episode off with Lucian was down there in their kitchen getting him something to drink, I guess. And here come Joey wanting to fight with him and stuff. And Lucian like, what's going on? He pushing him and shit. And he's telling Lucius that, let me get my notes because I did just see this, but I'm on shit. Let me say sure. Okay, Nelly come in and she telling him, what's wrong with you? Why you trying to jump on Lucian and shit? And Joey saying that Quan said that Lucian took his stuff. Y'all remember a couple episodes ago, Eddie was in that damn squad car with Lucian and they did a unnecessary stop on Quan them and he robbed Quan of his money and his dope. That's what the fuck Quan came at Joey about because he know Lucian was there, So Joey saying Quan said it happened and he gonna come for him. And Lucian telling him, "No, Joey ain't gonna do shit to you." Lucian at Quan and his crew ain't gonna do shit to you, Joey. Well, Joey said, "No, he ain't gonna do it. He just gonna send somebody to do it for him," and he walked off mad, right? Okay, well, we see Marcy as she getting ready to, I guess, start her day and leave. But, she heading out our house, but she decided to go on next door and talk to Alex. Alex comes to the door and Marcy asked her, Alex came to the door and asked Marcy, "What can I do for you?" Marcy said, "Well, I would like for you to stop lying to me, pretending to be my friend, and sleeping with my husband." Well, Alex don't want nobody to hear no shit, so she come out on the porch. And they talking. And let me see what happened. She said that, she asked Alex, why did she lie to her? Why you pretended to be my friend? Why you slept with my husband? And Marcy tries to, make her, really she just dogging the woman. Right now she fucking with her because she hurting on the inside. Well, Alex tried to apologize to her for all of this shit. So she asked her, she said, "And by the way, how many months are you? How far along is you?" And Alex said 7.5 months. And she asked Marcy, why? And she said, because Randall said that's his baby. Alex is like, this is not Randall's baby. Okay, and she's like, well, why didn't you tell me that you was pregnant? And Alex is telling her that she didn't want to hurt her any further than what she already was doing. Well, she tell Alex, Randall saying that baby's his, but Alex, Alex ain't trying to hit it. In her head, if she said enough time, I guess this bitch like Dorothy. If I said 3 times to click my heels together, this shit ain't gonna be true. But anyway, Marcy went on to ask that woman, did she have any STD? Or anything like that, and she said no. She said, but clearly you were fucking my husband without protection. And Alex told her, yeah, Well, then Marcy asked her, how do she really know that it's not her husband's baby? And Alex is saying that, they had sex, but she kept up with the dates and stuff. So Marcy said, oh, you one of them type of hoes that, you cheat on your husband, but you can keep up with the date so well to make sure ain't nothing gonna happen, right? So she asked her where they had sex at, and did they have it in her bed? And Alex says no, and Marcy say, well, I guess you feel like that should make me feel better, but it really don't, And she tells her that Randall is in love with her, and she told her. Her first mind is to drag her ass out there in the middle of the street because, Marcy was really giving her the business. She was really coming for her in the things she was saying, and that was all out of hurt. And she told her that if I did what I really want to do, which is drag your ass out in the streets and beat your ass, but Alex gonna tell her, you too classy of a woman for that. She said, yeah, but we're dealing with a bitch like you. You make me want to be that type of person. She say, her husband loves her, and because of that, she gonna always hate Alex ass. So, bitch, it ain't never gonna be okay between me and you again. Well, let's go back to the PJs, y'all. And Natalie and Lucian in that room having a conversation. Natalie worried about what Quan, the Quan thing, what Quan doing to her son. And Lucian say he gonna talk to Quan, and Natalie telling him, nah, don't talk to him about nothing, She don't want Lucian to get involved. And Lucian tell her, well, he ain't got no choice because not all of what Quan is saying is wrong. And she tells him to, she realized that he's saying that Eddie is the motherfucker that did it, okay? She telling him to quit, and he told her he will not. Well, Natalie's scared. She telling Lucius that he gonna go down with Eddie if he don't quit. And he telling her he worked his ass off to get there. And he not letting Eddie take it away from him. So Natalie asking him to quit again, and he adamant that he not, and he telling everything gonna be okay. He tries to assure her, just let me handle this. But I'm gonna tell y'all, some part of me feel like Natalie gonna get involved in a way she don't need to get involved, because that's just really who the fuck she really is. But she's saying okay to letting him deal with it, right? Well, Randall the lawyer goes over there to Esperanza house, and he, she know who the fuck he is. But he tells her his name and who he represents, and she tell him straight up, point blank, period, I ain't got nothing to tell you. Well, he mentions Eddie's name. She said, yes, that's my child father, and I still don't have nothing to say to you. I'm on my way to work. I don't have time to be worrying with you. I don't have anything to do with what Eddie does or what he does not. So, the lawyer is saying, okay, and she telling him she can't help him now. Get out my face, let's go, because I got to get to work. Well, the lawyer go out there, he parked behind the Esperanza, right? All of a sudden, his car won't start. She tried to even get in his car and try to start it for him. And while she in there, she noticed that he kind of live in his car. But he don't really live there. He just got kids and things like that. So he spends a lot of time in his car. But she's saying that he need to get that shit fixed. Plus, he needs to figure out how he going to get his ass from behind her car because she late for work. And this ain't the day for her to be going through no drama trying to get to the job. She don't feel like talking to him. Come on. Well, he wind up having to call for a tow truck, which aggravates the fuck out of her. But it's hot outside, so she let him come on in the house while he wait on the tow truck. And while they sitting there waiting on that there, we going to go to the police station. And Lucian coming now. And Eddie in there. And he gets to telling him, remember the kid you took that money from? Well, another cop was in there. I don't know if it was the chief of police. I couldn't remember that man's face, but I seen it before. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Was that the chief? Or was that detective that had told Eddie before that they was investigating, the chief, that them people was in there trying to talk about him? Y'all tell me who the fuck that man was. But because he said to them, he was like, wait a minute. He inquiring about what Lucian talking about. And he's like, well, if it involves, breaking the law, it is my business. So what's going on? Well, Eddie don't want him saying shit. He tell him it's between him and his partner, and he can go on about his business. Well, the cop wasn't letting it go until Lucian said that everything was cool and it was just a conversation between the two of them, and he leaves. Well, when he leaves, Lucian tells him that, Quan came for Joy about that dope and that money you took from him, and he's threatening him. Well, Eddie tried to play it off. I told y'all he got one of them narcissistic attitudes. He played it off like, oh, it ain't no big deal to him. Well, Lucian is taking it very seriously. He hemmed that motherfucker up against that locker and told him that he was gonna give him that money to give back to that boy. Well, at first Eddie was trying to act like he wasn't going to give it to him, but he seen Lucius was not playing. Nigga, I would kill you up in this motherfucker. You playing with my livelihood and my family now. So I'm going to need that fucking money. So after being pinned up against that locker, Eddie said he'll go get the money out the bank. But, he almost happy that Eddie act like that. See, Eddie don't want to really get his boy back the money. What he want to do is go catch up with the boy and beat the brakes out of his ass or half-ass kill him. That's how he do things. Well, Lucian is not that type of cop. You know what I'm saying? He telling him that you gonna go get this damn money because you done caused this problem. I told you about fucking with people, and now this man is threatening my family. I'm not having it. You gonna go get this damn money, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, is basically what Lucian was saying at that point, okay? So, he's saying he gonna go and get the money out the bank. Okay. let's go back to the neighborhood. Alex said her mailbox getting mail, and Brad happens to see her down through the window of their house getting the mail, but he also noticed Randall got his weird looking ass over there too. He had his mailbox, but he not looking for mail or sorting through the mail like Alex doing. He over there at the mailbox, but gawking at motherfucking Alex at the mailbox. Child, I'm telling you, that motherfucker is psychotic, okay? He doing that. So Brad come on down, and, Brad don't say nothing to neither one of them. So Alex goes back in the house with her mail. Meanwhile, Brad passed by Randall as he's standing at his mailbox, faking like he getting his mail. Once he see Brad gone, then he wants to hightail it over to Brad's house, and he knocking at the motherfucking door. Well, Alex knew it was his ass, and she like, I'm not opening this door for you, and why don't you just leave me alone? Well, he don't want to leave her the fuck alone, He telling her that, is she all right and all that shit. He ain't talked to her in months. He want to talk to her, and he leaves her with this: I'ma call you. Now, you ain't been answering my calls, but I'm finna call you. And if you don't answer me, I'm coming back. And I don't give a damn if you're here or not. Y'all know this some white people shit, right? Because ain't no... Okay. Alright. Child, that made me... Ooh, that got me itching. I can't stand a motherfucker like that. Well, he go home and he calls this bitch. And of course, he done played her. She answered the phone. And he called her Pepper. That pissed her the fuck off because she letting him know, look, fucking around with you has torn my marriage into shambles. My children are upset. I regret that I ever had any dealings with you whatsoever. I wish I had never had anything to do with you. And I don't want to talk to you no more. Stop calling me. Stop trying to have any dealings with me. Just act as if I don't exist because I'm not here for you. Which she should have been saying that shit in the beginning. But okay, she's saying it now. Okay. So, next thing. Child, what the hell? Oh. I'm gonna have to close my window. I sure don't want to, but anyway, let's see. She tell him she won't talk to him no more, and she hang that fucking phone up. But true to form, and he knew, Randall, a damn psychologist, he know how to play mind games with a bitch. And she hang it up and call him right back and ask him, why did you tell your wife that this is your baby? He said, because she said some shit to me that I didn't like. So I said something back at her to fuck with her. And he goes on to tell her that, you want to know what she told me? She told me she had sex with your husband, Brad. Now, this is where I had a problem with Alex yet again. Now, we all know from watching the show, he didn't have sex with Marcy. He cut it off and told her, no, they can't be... We're not going to reduce ourselves to the low lives that our spouses have been doing shit like this. We better than this. I'm not going to sleep with you just to try to get back at my wife. Okay? But just go hypothetical a minute and say for the sake of argument, he did. What room do she have to feel any kind of motherfucking way when she carried on this relationship with this man who is her husband's best friend, and she fake friend with the wife of the with Marcy? What right you got to have any type of feelings, bitch, when you done sat here for a year and been sneaking out to the shed getting your box banged? To the point where now he done throw the kid up in there. Cause it ain't fucking Brad, baby. But she trying to call herself getting upset about it and then talking about she don't believe Randall because Randall a liar and Marcy a liar too. And my thing is, bitch, you the biggest liar out of all of them. So how you gonna tell him that he a lie? But anyway, she tell him, never call her again, and that him and his wife a lie, and that Randall, she don't want to talk to Randall no more. She don't want to tell, and his wife is a lie. She ain't had her husband's dick or none of that, okay? Well, Julius meets up with Quan. Julius is that Colombian drug lord from last season that stopped Eddie and Julius from clashing over Esperanza. That's him. They meet up. That money that Eddie took belongs to them people there. So Quan is trying to get him a little time. And he asking for, Julius's dad. But we all know Julius's dad is sick, right? He got the cancer. So now Julius, what is his name? Julius. Okay, Julius. He's about to take over because his dad getting sicker and sicker and, possibly about to pass away to the cancer. Well, he telling him, Quan telling him to let him talk to his dad, and he like, nah, I gotta establish myself over here. And he said that he wasn't here, he wasn't cool. He wanted his money. That's what he wanted. And when Quan didn't have his money, his goons got out the car getting ready to handle Quan kind of bad. Well, Quan hauls off and says that Eddie, the crooked cop, took the money and the dope. That rings a bell because he don't like Eddie because of what Eddie shot him last year behind Esperanza. So he goes to him and tell him, Eddie, a crooked cop, what he look like. So when Quan tells him how Eddie look, he know that that's him. And Quan and Julius tell him, you know what, you just saved your life today. And Quan is under the impression, he gonna give him time. He said, no, you're gonna work it off in a different way. Don't worry about the money. I want you to kill this motherfucker. Quan not down for killing him because he's a cop and he ain't that, he don't want to do that kind of shit. He just want to sell a little dope. He ain't trying to hurt nobody or kill nobody, especially a cop. Well, he's told that you can kill him today or you'll be dead tomorrow. So he got to kill him today. He wouldn't allow him to, because at first he was like, when you going to do it? And Quan had said, give me a month. He told him, no, I want him dead today. So you got to kill him today or I'm going to kill you tomorrow. What you going to do? So, of course, Quan okays that. He going to have to do what he got to do. So let's go back over to Esperanza in them house. And she's still there with that lawyer waiting on that tow truck, right? Well, he telling her she beautiful and flirting with her and whatnot. And a call comes in and it says, Honey, I think. Well, Honey is not who Esperanza think. Honey is his daughter, who he's taking care of for the summer, and he's divorced. So he talking to the little girl about a turtle he just bought her or whatnot. And when he hang up, he tell her, I'm divorced. I take care of my daughter. I have her for the summer, and that's what we were talking about, But he, you could tell she was kind of feeling it because, for one, she's single. And then, two, she's a single parent, too. So, she was kind of impressed by him. But, of course, she's not going to let that be seen because she know this dude really here to get information on Eddie. And she not going to give up no information on her child's father, which is understandable. Okay? Well, he asking her, can he take her out? And she like, no, and he tell her, well, I'm a whole lot better of a catch than your baby daddy. And she's like, see, everything gonna always revert back to him. And I don't want to discuss my ex with you. I don't have anything to add to what you got going on with him. And I don't want to talk about my ex with you. So, no, we ain't going out. Well, the tow truck finally come, child. And he tried to get her his card, but she don't want to take the card. But we can tell that she know who the fuck he is and how to get in touch with him if she really want to. So all this bullshit. But, she playing it off like she ain't interested. And she asking the tow truck driver how long it's going to be before he can remove that car. And the tow truck driver tells her momentarily. And, he start hooking up the car and we move on from them. Next we see Eddie and Lucian and they in their squad car together, okay? And Lucian in there threatening the damn man. I mean, not Eddie, the crazy motherfucker. Eddie threatening Lucian, telling him that if he ever wear a wire, what he'll do to him and shit. Eddie nervous. He done already found out that the chief of police is on to him. Randall spilled that tea last week. Plus, you know, he know that Randall done filed that charge against that complaint against his ass. He don't know who to trust. He just a nervous wreck, and instead of taking Esperanza advice she gave him last week and just stop some of the madness, he continuing in the madness, but now he's starting to get, you know, paranoid because he don't know who the fuck he can trust. That's what happened when you dirty. You never win when you play dirty. Nene Leakes, season 5. Anyway. Anyhow, child, he trying to tell Lucian he should quit. Well, Lucian looked over there and told him, you ought to be the one to quit. You know, you don't really need the money or nothing, so why don't you fucking quit? I ain't quitting because I need my job or whatnot. I'm not quitting. And he also told him, he said, I took this job because I want to take the bad guys down. And even if I'm sitting next to the bad guy, I'm still going to take him down. And that was all he had to say. So we go over to the burger joint with Joey working at, where, you know, Natalie and Joey work there, but he on duty right now. And here come Quan and his crew into the burger joint. And they all sit down. Now they ain't ordering nothing, they just sitting there. So Joey walk up to him and he like, you know, man, you should leave. And he was like, I'm not leaving. So dude was like, Quan was like, Joey was like, he'll call the police. He was like, yeah, you do that. And make sure they send Eddie and Lucian. Just like that. Well, he don't want to do it. He trying to make him leave, okay? He already know that it's something because he done worked with Quan before. And he know Quan is up to something. So he don't want to call Lucian them out there because he know something about to pop off. So the girl, the waitress, she come up and get to telling them to leave because they ain't ordering nothing. And she threatens to call the police. And once again, Quan tells her, call them, make sure they send Eddie and Lucian out here. Okay. Where she don't call the police, she calls Natalie. And Natalie tell her to call Lucian and that she on her way down there. And I'm thinking to myself, you might not want to call Lucian because if you call Lucian, it's going to bring Eddie into the situation. Some shit going to pop off. But she did it, and whatever. Now we going back to Brad's office, and Eddie and Brad sitting in there talking, and basically, Eddie trying to get Brad to fuck Marcy. He got, you know, he was staying at her in the house when he broke in their house and shit, and he talking about how fine she is and how he'll lay her fine ass all over the desk and all that shit. And Brad tell him, I could have did that, I chose not to. And he's like, why? He said, because all I could think about was Alex. And he's like, excuse me, are we talking about the same woman who just cheated on you? And Brad is like, yes, but that's still my wife and the mother of my children. So, he not about that life like that. Well, Brad telling him, Eddie telling him to go on and cheat on her because she don't deserve it. And he telling Brad to record it or take a picture because he sure want to see it, okay? Well, while they doing that little conflag, because Brad wasn't listening to Eddie, he just letting him run his damn mouth. Lucian comes in and tells Eddie they got a call. And Eddie was like, I'm talking. And Lucian say, well, we just got a call and we got to go. And Eddie says, and I'm still talking. He said, well, okay, you keep talking because I'm finna get ready to go and you're going to be left behind. So it was at that moment Eddie realized Lucian wasn't playing with him. Bitch, come on, we got a call. Let's go do what we got to do. Because the girl from the restaurant done called Lucian and told him to come on down there because Quan and the crew down there trying to handle motherfucking Joey and shit, right? So we get to the burger place and Natalie has already gotten there and she scolding Quan because she know him from the neighborhood. And she telling him, you know, your mom will be turning over in her grave. And Quan told her she gonna be turning over in hers if she mention his mama again. So you know Joey jumped his ass. So they trying to break the fight up and everything and get them to leave and shit. And Lucian and Eddie get to the burger place and they come in as Quan and the crew is about to leave. And I don't know, all you see is Quan and crew going out the building and you see this car come by and they spray the building. Spray, for those of you who not hood or don't know nothing about the hood, it's a drive-by. Drive-by mean when motherfuckers, 2 or more, get together in a car and they roll past your house and they shoot up in there. That's what they did. So when I say they sprayed, it was several of them with different assault rifles and guns of that nature. And they they shooting up the place trying to kill Eddie. Really, that's what they trying to do. But, you know, it went off like that. And I don't know. I'm looking at the scenes for next week and the damn chief of police. You know what? That wasn't the chief of police, because now I'm thinking back. That was that detective. Okay, y'all ain't got to get me together. I got my damn self together. But I'm looking at the scenes for next week, and he talking about one of our officers was taken down. Then we see other scenes with Lucian in it. So I'm assuming Eddie got shot. I'm like, oh, man, I can't stand Eddie. But damn, they got a player, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him get killed. I just want to see him shook up a minute, because truth be told, I don't hate Eddie. Season 1, I was kind of almost here for Eddie, because he kind of crazy like me, but he pushes it too far, and that's what leads to these problems that he be having. But we'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, you know, it's finna get ready to end, because it's time for the have and have nots to come back on, and y'all ain't gotta ask me. Yes, I'm gonna pick up. I didn't start it off when it was on before, even though I was making videos, but when we pick up mid-season, I am going to do the have and have not. So you don't have to ask me. I'm going to talk about this shit, because, you know, see how hype I am 25 minutes into a video, and I'm all here for this if loving you is wrong. Anyway, y'all, that's all we got for this week. I'll be back next week to talk about I think we got one more episode, then the finale, or next week's the episode. I don't know. I'll find out for certain. And I also make sure that I have in the description box below the season and the episode number of this episode that we're on, that I just got through talking with you all about. Again, I thank everybody for the support that I've received over the last few weeks. I see my new subscribers. Hey to y'all. Hey. I'm a crazy bitch, but hey. Anyway, y'all, in the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend or two about me. You know, hey, they can only try. Maybe they'll like what they see. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you again on Friday night or Saturday morning for In the News. There will be an In the News this week. We're going to talk about some shit, plus some other shit I just feel like fucking talking about that's been in my mind. But I'm gonna try not to have In the News so goddamn, you know, I want to uplift spirits this week, you know. So if it ain't funny, I probably won't talk about it, but we're gonna talk about a wide range of things, you know, just whatever the hell hit my mind. And, you know, and shit. And I might talk about them goddamn housewives again, because I ain't finished cussing Nene them ass the fuck out. So you might get part 2 of that shit, just because I feel like I need to say some more. I ain't say enough. But anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.